right, guys, here we go. Back in action tonight. The Choice Inc. Modified Tour presented by Choice Inc. We appreciate you. Michael out front out of New York there. Anthony Monroe in that number 2 spot for Broken Axle. The 3 of Michael McDonald. Billy Van Meter there in the 4. Paul French in the 5 here tonight. Rick Kelly in the 6. The 7 of Jesse Gordon. John G in the 8. Divers in the 9. 10 going to Joshua out of New England. Brandon Parks going to slide in that 11 spot. The 12 of Chris Beavers. And the 13 spot here tonight. Going to go over to Michael Brea out of Texas. We started with 20 guys. We got it down to 13. Looking at race conditions here tonight, it's beautiful. 85 degrees, 21% humidity, clear, and 4-mile-an-hour winds. And big thanks again to Jay Bones and everybody over at ChoiceIncCT.com for making it possible. All right. Well, the lineup is set. You got some fast guys up front here. Your pole sitter, Michael, out of New York in the 28 for the Capsule of Time LLC.com motorsports team. They've been coming along great. He's got a sponsor driver on the outside of him, the owner and operator of Broken Axle Motorsports, Anthony Monroe, and that beautiful Voodoo Graphics 82. If you guys are looking for your tour mod to look as sharp as that 82, get with Voodoo Graphics and John. They'll take care of you. Michael there, McDonald himself in that beautiful yellow and purple. Billy Van Meter there, finding himself in the 4. And Paul French, look at that guy. The 37, Mopar, slipped his way into the top 5 after a devastating heat race, but he was able to slide on up there and find his way home. Rick Kelly, Jesse Gordon, John G. There's Divers, Joshua Parks, and the rest of the crew out here tonight. So, pace car is going to come in. Michael swept the night in dirt. Can he do it again here in the asphalt? Here we go. Choice Inc. Modified Tour. Ready to go. North Wilkesboro. All right, green flag out already. Guys are dipping in them hard right now. Side by side there. Jesse Gordon to the inside. Michael now working his way up. Anthony Monroe, Billy Van Meter, and Rick Kelly all in the mix here. Here comes Divers. All French side by side there on the bottom in the 37. We're through 2 laps here at North Wilkesboro. The Choice Inc. Modified Tour singling them out now. Divers right behind him. Your leader, Michael, out front. Anthony Monroe in the 2, and there's the 3 of Billy Van Meter in the 23. Right behind him, McDonald tried to find some action here early. 3 of 50 in the books. Rick Kelly, Joshua Divers there, and there's Brandon Parks in the mix here. Got caught up into Ty's actions up into the wall and able to still slide his way in there. Paul French, John G, and Chris Beavers. There's Michael and Joshua. So all these guys out here tonight running hard, but it's side by side right here for second. Billy Van Meter going to go to the high side here and try to make the move here. Anthony down low in that Voodoo Graphics 82. As they side by side, Nerf Bar racing. Billy going to take the hard way around, he said. I'll take the scenic route. He's going to be able to make the move up on the high side there. Anthony's still holding his ground on the bottom. But it's a great battle right here. Anthony's still stuck on the bottom. Van Meter with a lot of grip on the high side. Grid side by side racing. McDonald watching the action, and Van Meter able to make the pass cleanly from the high side. Good move there from the 23. Michael McDonald, there's Rick Kelly and Jesse Gordon side by side also back here. That's for 5th and 6. Oh, they touched their Nerf Bar connection. Right there, gets him a little nudge there. Joshua Divers also in the mix, but look no further. Billy Van Meter, I told you he found some speed in that heat race, and he's coming after Michael. Right now, he's right up to the coattail here. Michael, your leader. Van Meter right behind him. He ain't saving no tires tonight. Yellow out on the speedway just as Van Meter was getting up to speed here. We're going to take a look at what happened here with John G. Oh, boy. We'll take a look here. I'm not sure what happened. We'll take a pop size here, take a look, and really dial in what happened with this accident here. Okay, John G. coming up the track, and boom, there's a car there. So Rick, it looks like nothing done here. He's coming up the track, and yeah, nothing that Beavers can do here. He's holding his line. So, all right, first one of the night on John G there. Yeah, you just came up a little bit there. Beavers had the preferred fast line there, so no harm, first one of the night. All right, moving to the end of the line here, and as you see right there, he just comes up there No intentions here from Beavers. Beavers just running his line here. And you see John G there moving up. So we just want to clarify that for anybody watching at home that may have saw it differently. I do apologize. All right. Well, Michael's still out front for the Capsule of Time, LLC.com. There, you see it on the bumper. He's your leader. Billy Van Meter right there in the 2 for the Edco Welding. Anthony Monroe. And that beautiful Video Graphics 82. Michael McDonald back there. Jesse Gordon, Rick Kelly, Divers, Beavers, Michael, Joshua, and Parks. Out here tonight. These boys are digging hard. They are trying their best. Got a couple guys in the pit road right now. Looks like John G's in there getting some service done. And we're going to let him loose here. P1 to green next time by. All right. And here we go. Michael, tons of speed there, but 11 of 50 already ticked off here in North Wilkesboro, the Choice Inc. Modified Tour. We started with 20 cars tonight. We narrowed the field down to 13 after the heat races, and they were some good heat races. So, we'll see what's going to happen here. Another good restart here, I would imagine, from the 26 of Michael. Van Meter on the outside of him, and all these guys are stacking up. You got a fast pack of wolves right behind you. Michael with a good start right there, no problem. Billy Van Meter in the 2, Anthony Monroe on that bottom side in the 3. McDonald caught up on the high side, not where you want to be there, especially when the freight trains are coming. But it looks like Jesse Gordon's also going to go with him here, possibly. Your top 3 in a tight nest here. Michael running away with it. Donald there. McDonald, excuse me. Still stuck out on the high side. Jesse says, I'm going to tuck in behind Anthony here and try to make it work. Side by side, Anthony pinches him up into the wall there, and we're going to find out what happened. We're going to find out what happened here. We're going to rewind it back here as we bring out a second caution of the night here. Anthony just gives him no room there, just drives him up into the wall. So first one of the night. That was on Anthony Monroe, first one of the night. Just got a guy there, and obviously you knew it. So no harm, no foul. That'll be that one. All right, take him to the end of the line, and we're going to try to do this again here. McDonald, thank God for a fast repair. He was quick all night, but he's in the pits now. So he's going to come down pit road and grab some servicing here. Michael and the boys also trying to find their way around as his car was getting ready to blow up. Billy Van Meter there in the 2. Jesse Gordon. There's Beavers. Michael Parks. Divers coming down pit road. Going to grab some fuel. Why not? Anytime there's a caution, you should be grabbing fuel. Yep. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, because I gave him an EOL, he went into the pits, so he had to have a black cleared because it said he was passing under yellow, which is obviously not true. It's just I gave him an EOL before everybody went around him. All right. Joshua coming out of the pits. There's Rick Kelly. Michael McDonald, like I said, he had a fast car all night. Hopefully he can get back up there and contend for a win here tonight, man. He was really quick all night long. So, Michael, still the man out front, out of New York. Got the California kid right behind him. Out of California, there's Billy Van Meter out of Indianapolis, Indiana. So, 3 different iconic parts around the world here. You got a New York, Indiana, and a California kid. Unbelievable. And then you got Beavers. Beavers resides out of Cleveland, Tennessee, boys, if you're curious. Chris Beavers here. Give you a little breakdown of that man right there. The 77, Chris Beavers out of Cleveland, Tennessee right there. In the 03, Flowers Motorsports out here tonight doing good things. Hey, he's really moving it, though. Beavers now up 8 spots, by the way, guys, so don't hate on the dirt champ. All right. Get these guys squared away here and get them P1'd up to green. And here we go. Just like that, we're going to tighten them up. We're going to let them loose this time by. The boys are back and ready to go. Michael Van Meter, front row. Cautions breed cautions, and I hope to God we don't have many more. But we'll find out what's going to happen right here. All right, here we go. Good start right there for Michael. Billy Van Meter and Jesse Gordon. Jesse looking to go to the inside here early. Chris Beavers and the boys trying to find something also. Looks like we got him off the track in the back right here. Joshua and the boys keeping it rolling right now. No caution out that happened in the rear. Michael, still your leader. Billy Van Meter in the 2. Jesse Gordon in that number 3 spot. And Chris Beavers out of Cleveland, Tennessee in the number 4. Brandon Parks getting that tour mod revved up here tonight. He's looking to go to the high side here in the 28 Copenhagen. Next level racers working their way up through the field here tonight. He looks to go to the inside here. Beaver's going to close that gap. Michael right behind him, and Diver's also in the mix. But it's a battle up front here. Michael right now trying to diamond it off. Van Meter looking for another line here. And you pull it up and you take a look. Van Meter 2/10 quicker last lap. He's closing it on the kid out of New York. Van Meter looking to go right here. Michael had a hell of a night last night. Swept the night in dirt. Dominating performance from that Capsule of Time LLC.com motorsports team on the dirt last night. But Van Meter looking to change it up here tonight. Van Meter, one of these guys that love these tour mods, man. He's been around the league now for 20 months. Oh, man. Gets right up there, right there. Tries to touch him. And they're all good right there. Billy Van Meter working his way. Got up there, tagged the wall a little bit. Jesse Gordon right behind him. But veteran driver's able to get up on the brakes. Somebody wants to wreck a $300,000 race car, even though it's iRacing. I appreciate the guys making it seem a little more realer than what it is. Brandon Park's able to get up and around Beavers. He's in the Ford. He's going to be charging your top 3 here. As we're halfway home this time by. Crosses coming up on the flag stand. Billy Van Meter right there. Let's jump into cockpit with Jesse Gordon and watch how he cruises here. Jesse Gordon, a part of that Capsule of Time LLC.com sponsorship deal there tonight. Rocking as you see the other Capsule of Time car right there leading it, and Van Meter in the middle. Let's jump inside the cockpit with Van Meter. Riding with the Edco Welding, Indianapolis, Indiana kid. He's trying to chase down that Capsule of Time. You see it right there in front of you, folks. Make sure you check them out. Van Meter going to go ahead and let Jesse go around him here. He's like, let's get it going. Motor damage for the 23 is what they're coming across the bike. Jesse Gordon now into the number 2 spot as he tries to chase down Michael. Let's see if he's able to run him down. 23 laps left to go here tonight. Gordon in that 2. Van Meter in the 3. There's Parks in the 4. Joshua Divers getting around Beavers now up to the number 5 spot. Beavers, and here comes Rick Kelly. Rick Kelly back here cruising up, and he's in the number 7 spot. So struggling tonight. You don't normally see Shotgun that far back, so we'll see if he gets his act together and gets it rolling back up towards the front here. He's a top 5 driver, week in and week out. He's won multiple championships in the Tour Mod division here, so we'll see what's going on here as he tries to work his way on the inside of Beavers here, and no bueno. Anthony Monroe there in that 82 back there, and Michael and Paul French. Good to see Paul out here again. Joshua and McDonald maybe putting it in cruise control after that accident. So back up to the front here, you see Van Meter claimed he had engine damage, but apparently it got fixed because I tell you what, he just ran 2/10 quicker right there. So maybe playing the hunter right now. He don't want to be the hunted. Right now, that's what Jesse Gordon's doing. He's like, hey, you're running the same laps as me. How you got engine damage? But right now, Michael's looking in his rear view, and I'll tell you what he's looking at right now. Take a look at this. This will blow your mind. Oh, hello? Hello? Who is that? That's Jesse Gordon knocking on the door there. Sponsored drivers, though. Setting 1-2 for Capsule of Time right now. Michael part of that team also, and Gordon a sponsored driver there, so guys really getting it working here tonight. Sitting 1-2. Van Meter back there in that number 3 spot, and woohoo! Look at him coming at him. Awesome stuff there. 18 laps left to go here in this burner tonight. Big thanks again to Choice Inc. for being the title sponsor. We know J-Bones is super busy out there, man, and we appreciate you. Keep rocking with us, man. It's been a while. We appreciate it, man. Billy Van Meter there in that number 3 spot, and Brandon Parks, man, he's doing everything he can. He's running a 10th faster than the top 3, so he's closing the gap on him. As you see Michael now going to the bottom side, and Jesse living on the edge there, going up to the high side. So Michael right now out front. He's got a sponsored driver right behind him, and Jesse Gordon. Billy Van Meter right there in the number 3 spot. Jesse just waiting for a mistake to happen from the young buck out of New York. Jesse getting way down there on the bottom there. You saw the dust come up because nobody goes down there. Van Meter right up to the back bumper of him, 15 to go here. Top 3 checking out. Parks still right there in the mix, though. Parks is running the same exact times as your leaders, but he's not going quick enough to, really make a difference right now. So he's going to need these guys to get tangled up a little bit here up front with 14 laps left to go. Coming up next, we got the Capsule of Time ARCA series ready to go in Atlanta, but we got to get through this burner here. 13 to go. Michael taking the bottom side there. You see that speed that Gordon rips running that middle line right there. Lots of speed there. So Michael right now just kind of hanging on by a thread. Gordon right there, you see him punching. It's like he's hitting another gear there, man, like a rocket. But all this messing around up there, you see who's closing in, the next level racer. Brandon Parks right there in the mix. Back up to the front we go with 11 to go. Next time by at North Wilkesboro. Choice Inc. Modified Tour. Been a pleasure here tonight. Started off a little rocky with a couple cautions, but these boys are putting on a show here these last 40 laps. Parks there, Divers and Rick Kelly, Anthony Monroe right there, currently in that number 7 spot. And that Video Graphics, like I said, guys, check out Video Graphics and John. They'll set your modified apart from everybody else. But right now, Michael's setting his away from everybody else out front here. Jesse Gordon. Maybe just wait here. I mean, Jesse is notorious for that, trying to do that last lap pass stuff. But we'll see. He doesn't really run the full schedule. So, he's happy to be on the podium. He's very content with that. And, most of the time he just cruises there and waits for a hiccup like you saw right there with Van Meter. Van Meter with a huge mistake there. And closing that gap, you see Brandon Parks able to get up there and do it. The 28 of Brandon Parks door to door here with Van Meter for that number 3 spot. And it looks like Parks is going to take it down low there and make it stick. Good side-by-side racing. This is what it's about right here, man. When you can get some good racing right there, Nerf bar touches just a little bit, but Van Meter able to regroup it and get back out front there. Michael right now, he's got Gordon praying on the inside of him here. Saying, hey, young buck, I'm coming. Gordon pulling back a little bit right there. Van Meter in that number 3 spot. And he's going up the track. Park's going to take advantage of it and go low side here. Parks down to the inside. 6 laps left to go here. He makes the pass. Van Meter, engine damage to that 23 is what we were told. So we'll see. But right now, Michael out front there saving them tires, and it looks like he did a great job. But we'll see what Gordon has in store with 5 laps left to go. Parks into 3 now. Van Meter into 4. He had engine damage early, and he was still running pretty strong there in that 23 tonight. So we'll see if he can work his way up here with 4 laps left to go. The young man out of New York getting it done here. Swept the night last night in dirt and still carrying that momentum rush here right now as he's got a good size lead here on Jesse. 3 laps left to go. Now Jesse can close this any moment. Any moment. Because we know the times that Jesse was running those last 3 laps. And they were smokers. Van Meter right there, and there's Divers, Rick Kelly, and then once again Anthony Monroe up there in that number 7 spot. But Brandon Parks will go down as your big mover, though. As of right now, he has moved up 8 spots after getting caught up into an accident. Ty went up into the wall in the heat race, and it costed these guys their heat race chances, but they were able to still slip into the A main here tonight. And it's going to be the white flag coming out for the kid out of New York. Here we go. Gordon going to do whatever he could to try to get down there and scare him. No scare tactic right there. Brandon Parks trying to do something also here. And right there, gets into the back of him there. Brandon Parks giving him a move there. And right now, Michael's going to take the win. Brandon Parks and Gordon. Man, I don't know. Brandon Parks seemed like a little wrecking ball there at the end. I run into that guy, hits my leader. Oh, my good Lord. Top 3, Mike, Parks, and Gordon. This should be a dandy. All right, somebody give that man a push there, please. All right. Let's see what these boys got here. All right, so there you have it. Jesse Gordon going to bring it home in that P3 here. Jesse Gordon at P3 right now. Brandon Parks able to slide it up there into P2. He's up 9 spots, and Michael getting a push right here from Rick Kelly. Here comes your winner, Michael, out of New York. Getting a push from Rick Kelly. He ran that car so hard he ran out of gas. There you go. Look at that right there. What a guy, Rick Kelly, coming in hot. There we go. Good stuff, Rick. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. All right, good stuff right there, Rick. We appreciate you giving him a tow there. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to start off here with the third place driver, Jesse Gordon. You got a copy. Hey, good run out there tonight, man. You guys were killing it all night long. You and Van Meter were going at it, and then he gave you the wave around. He was like, hey, engine damage, and then you got in front of him, and somehow or another the engine damage disappeared, and he started running the same times with you. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe had to get some of that Jesse Gordon air. And, well, hey, you found P3 here tonight, man. Break down your run.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was surprised actually. Van Meter pulled over. I mean, thank you. But I mean, I was content waiting for a mistake or anything. I felt like he was just as fast as us. But yeah, Michael was running a good defensive line, and I couldn't get by him. I had a couple of spots where I, was faster, but overall he was running a good defensive line, and I couldn't get by him. So hats off to him for sure. Congrats on the win. And the last lap, I knew Parks was behind me, but yeah, off the 2, I don't know. We got turned around, and I'm just lucky to keep third. So, yeah, it was definitely close on gas. It was, I was saving the last 5 laps or so. I didn't even realize it was that low, but yeah, I was coasting into the corners, clutching it, and hoping that Michael would run out because I know he wasn't saving the whole time like I was. So, yeah, it was definitely close, but yeah, good race.
Yeah, absolutely. Job well done out there again tonight, Jesse Gordon, bringing home P3 in North Wilkesboro. And who would you like to thank tonight, Gordon?
I'd like to thank you, of course, for putting on stream, and all the drivers, of course, and also my sponsors, Capital Time, Paint Fun, Ambo, Curtis Tires, Davis Trenching, United Winterton, and IU Rhino Line.
Absolutely. There you have it, Jesse Gordon, P3 here tonight. Great work, my man. Went over now to your second place driver out of Michigan. He's up 9 spots. Brandon Parks, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you.
They were throwing wrecking balls in the chat out here, and I was like, oh boy, but I don't think they realized that the guys that you were running into were running out of gas. So, job well done. P2, you were dominating. We were watching the battle up front here. We were looking at the times that you were running, and you were running 2/10 quicker than the top 3. But I think those guys were trying to save fuel as you were charging your way up, man. Break down your run here tonight in North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, man. I looked at my fuel early on and I thought it might be close, so I was all the way in the back at that first caution. So I came and got fuel. Figured try to play it safe. I think we had like 8 laps under already, so I figured I might be safe after that, and I was. And I had to chat and unit, so I had no idea what was going on during the race. I had my kids kind of sleeping over here, so I'm trying to listen to them and race and whatnot. But I didn't know they were running out of fuel there, but I was definitely catching them at the end there, I saw. And then, yeah, I know it was real close in the last lap. I had a little run on Jesse. He kind of came down, and we touched. It was so close I was going to jump to his outside, but, yeah, we touched. And, the last lap, I mean, we're all running for it. So then I slammed into the leader, Michael here. I did not know he was out of fuel. I was kind of wondering what was going on there. So that's why that happened. Other than that, it was a fun race, man. It's my favorite track. Maybe not to run, but historically, it's my favorite track. So it's a good race, man.
Yeah, job well done out there once again tonight. P2 for the Next Level Racer, guys. And who would you like to thank tonight, Parks?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, Next Level Racers, of course, and Freund and Associates, Swarm Paintball Foundation, Choice Inc. for putting this on, hosting these. They're a great team over there. And you, of course, for doing all this and putting up with us week in, week out.
Absolutely. There you have it. Brandon Parks, P2 here tonight in the Choice Inc. at North Wilkesboro. All right, we'll head over to the kid out of New York, Michael. Rolling into 28 here tonight. Started first, finished first. Keeping that momentum rolling from the sweep last night in the dirt, and he's rolling here. Michael, you got a copy.
I gotcha.
Hey, job well done, man. Mission accomplished again here tonight. First race out, qualified first, and won it. We had a couple early cautions, but after that, you had to really wheel that son of a bitch with the last 40 laps going completely green. And, man, break down your run here at North Wilkesboro.
Whew. Well, that was pretty hectic. I knew I was a little rough on fuel because Billy and Jesse were really fast, so I was just trying to be very defensive and save as much fuel as I could. With those closing laps, I started getting closer and closer to the end. So I was watching my fuel like crazy, and we went down the back stretch on the last lap, and I ended up running out of fuel. So I kind of tried to block the bottom. And I just had enough juice to come off of 4 and get the shot from Brandon. So, props to him. But, yeah, that was hectic.
Yeah, it definitely was. Like I said, I don't think anybody was expecting the last 40 to go completely green like they were. So, you guys did a great job over there tonight. And who do you want to thank tonight, Mike?
I just want to thank CastleTimeLLC.com and my real-life sponsors, Ventura Properties and Parker Sanitary Plumbing.
Awesome. There you have it. Michael picking up the win here tonight. Brandon in that number 2 spot, and Gordon rounds out the top 3. Great work, boys.